long and short of it. Let me just move this real quick. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's on an older patch. I might have downloaded the files. I don't know how much older. But it's one that, I guess, fast, so I'm gonna cast it. It's gonna be a naval game, and I'm gonna be commenting on it, and I might not be the best qualified to comment on Navy. I used to be, to know what's going on. But we'll give it a shot. Go from there. Alright, so in this game we have Hennig, right, obviously. Seawall, oh, it's the brutes. SCV is as the Covenant Navy. Goodbye, I'm assuming that. As the elites. Jono as the army. I don't. That name's okay. I see his name. Oh, and mouse yells only. Oh, that's nice. So structures tab. Okay. Have you noticed there in the chat? First off, this looks way better than what it usually does because obvious reasons. I'm not streaming at the same time as playing a game, right? So it's only one server that we're dealing with. Well, maybe. Anyways. That plan I've heard before. That doesn't always work. Anyways, let me slow down here. So SCV's checking out here. We have goodbye over here. Let's go on the production tab. Then we get any research or anything. Units tab. So SCV is saving here. Let's take a look at his screen. He's getting getting a carry. Oh no, he's going to scout now. Whoa. Oh, got it. So it's coming in. Okay. So what's happened to this build? Sorry, this has been a lot of me hemming and hawing. So what this game is about is a particular build called AI Heavy Cruiser, kind of showcasing what it does. It's a build that's caught on. Hemmig's been the one who's mostly developed and refined it and worked on it. This is an interesting build of Seal. I'm actually more curious in this one. Ghosts for the white, this to tank damage, and the Hunters for the armor. That's an interesting idea. I think he plays a lot of Hearthstone. I'm guessing that. I've seen him play it a couple times, but that's interesting to me because obvious reasons. Sorry, no, it's not obvious. That's interesting to me because of the counters. You think creatively there. You go outside the box, try combinations you would think of otherwise that lead to really cool outcomes. So Malziel's plan here, we mentioned earlier, they said they want to get prowlers of the planet so they can scan when things show up, and then just take them out. Oh man. Oops. Let me pause that real quick. I'm sorry about that. My mouse was too close to the bottom of the screen. Okay. Now, are these nuked prowlers? Let's unpause here. might be nuked. Don't know. Can't tell on the replay. The plan was to prevent, so that he's trying to prevent drops with prowlers. Now, if they just are all nuked, that could work. Yeah. Conventional. My first response, if I were the elites player going against this, my first response would say, "Oh, they're both pouring resources in the Navy. I'll just take them out on the ground." Let's take a look. Is he going to? I don't know what he's doing. I'm not switching to heavy cruisers. It looked like they had a new elites too. That's another thing that was going on here. Let's take a look at this elites player. No, he's got to spec off the elites, and he's got the upgrade, so that's not that new. That's an old conventional build. It's not the current meta, but it might have been the... No, this is somewhat recently, because they have heavy cruiser. But... Rockets and snipers, okay, these are all relatively new. Let's take a look at Seawall. I'm actually interested in following this build. This is new. And the other thing is, like, are that many snipers? No, if it was just hunters. If it was, those are all rockets, right? So units have. Yeah, no, mostly snipers. That's cool. That's creative. You also might be just doing kind of a, you know, it works kind of a build, but it's not like the strongest build. But that's something I might try sometime. That's a creative play. Sometimes when you try play creative, things go weird. I also like the new approach we're using in the Discord. Uh-oh, hang on. Heavy cruiser. This is the conventional counter as a covenant to heavy cruiser. Again, this is a see, that's the counter because it's heavy hitting enough, you know. The counter to heavy cruiser would be something like cruiser frigate. It's just the cover doesn't have anything that effective and that cheap. Okay, let's just hang on. Let's watch it. Okay, I'm gonna pause that real quick. Try to get that from a different perspective for the meme's sake. I know that'll be different for the cat's sake, but ooh, hang on, pause. So we're at about 10 minutes. He has one extra cruiser because of Oni, and he has AI early, I think because of Oni. So he spent only some money on just nothing but cruisers right now. He's slip facing over, which was great. This is an important thing, so you realize is this build does have a vulnerability, it does have a counter. But right now, since he had that window of opportunity, he can try to take it in here. Must have shared control on. Yeah, pause this. I think I got that one already on the clip. So they scan, they come into land, they do so. And yeah, my goodness. They shredded those two. Now that was about 8,000 minerals. No, 8,400. I did my math right there. Which is... Impressive. On the production tab, we have 2 more heavy cruisers. That's before. Oh, so this is before we added the custom things, but since we added triple whack. Good advice. You can't go wrong with Kodiaks. They. Okay, I had an idea for this, but it's been just my idea for the week. You know? So, oh, that's a good blow. Trying to catch him there with some turrets. Yeah, but he's watching. Oh, hang on, pause. So he's trying to. So right here, the elites is trying to land, and let's see how this is handled. So no, he didn't have nukes. He was just planning to try to catch him with prowlers like he's doing. Huh? Kind of a prowler net. That's cool. Oh, that was rough. See, that was the risk here. But he lost the whole transport of Spec Ops elites. Like if he had that, this planet would have been theirs, guaranteed. Because there's no counter here. The army's new. Only has been getting upgrades to make the AI heavy cruiser work. So this is a weakness in the build. If he had hot dropped them in, the prowlers couldn't have stopped. No. You probably could have tried to use a nuke, get a nuke off as soon as it cleared. But even then, the travel time would have been enough of the way between it launching to it taking off to its target, right? Would have been enough for that to work out. There we go. And this is so that's the income change. I think Kevin was actually talking about this game before. And so that's the weakness here. Now if he's paying attention here, oh no, they're trying to get it by snipers. You should switch to beam rifles. Come on. No, he switched back to the same thing he was already using. Yes, Blue already noticed. Well, he pinged it. Oh, got it. Oh, some Spartan 3s there. Let's see. Nope. That's one thing beam rifles are really good at. Spartan 3s. Ooh, I'm sorry. The language filter isn't active when it's a past patch or a replay. I apologize. Let's take a look over here. No, that's a meme. He said, make nothing but Kodiak. Okay, for being a brand new army, he followed instructions pretty well. My goodness. More than that, he could win with that. If he had just hot dropped those spec fleets, that would have been a very different story. They would have lost this planet, which game changer. Especially. Let's look at the units tab. We have 37 Kodiaks. Forgive me for wandering my eyes a little bit slowly. I've never seen that many Kodiaks in the game before. All right. That. That's good. That's a meme right there. I mean, that Prowler net was a good idea. I would suggest adding in a couple nukes. At least like have a nuke Prowler, like set up like right here in the middle of all the planets, or right here, where it can boost over really quick and launch a nuke off as soon as you detect one. If you're watching, you'll see. But even then, there's still a risk of them getting through, and you not having anything to clean up with or to address it with. So that was a great play by the elites. Let's check out Mr. right here. That is a bit of a joke. Did he bring SCVs with him? I think he did. Yeah, he did. For repair state? Wow. That's odd. So the AI heavies to deal with the drops. And the Clo can see it. So it's supposed to just triple tap anything that shows up. That's clever, bringing SCVs actually, but it's also really funny that he's just SCV isn't changing where he's producing, right? Let's look at this. Projection tab. Yeah, no, he's building one somewhere else, but he's still building here. No, they're getting picked up as soon as they spawn. I would try to maybe. Oh, well, he's got plenty of AA there. Oh, what's on the projection tab now? 4 of them. Okay, now he's adapting because he has some AA cover, which is great. Wow, that's quite amusing to me actually. Yeah, so the elites. So here's the other thing too. The next note. To break this, that's your elites. Just hot drop in a bunch of the cheapest units you can get, elites, right? Just drop in a bunch of elites on top of that. Maybe some Spec Ops grunts to actually deal damage. I think, is there friendly splash? Actually, no. I don't think there is friendly splash. I don't know if there is or not. That's an important thing I should know. Oh, that's great. That's it. But that is amusing to me. Let's look at the unit set again. 53. Hang on, let's do the math on that. What's 53 times 400?
It's 5.
So this is 20,000 resources. 20,000. Hang on. 53 times 400.
It's 21,200.
2,100 in just Kodiaks. Did he? And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you're eating a new player, which is okay. That's okay. They need a win too, you know. But I don't think he's gonna break this. The brand, yeah. He's gonna try to hit him. Oh, he's gonna try to drop on him. All right, let's see how it goes. No, he's got a. It's not gonna work. And all those snipers there, so they'll pick anything off as soon as it drops. And that might be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He did break it though. Oh my goodness. So just a couple more AA would have shut that down, I feel like. Or maybe being here. That's the real meme in this one. Sorry, back to him. Is he still swapping? I think he is. Let's go to everyone. AA Wraiths, plenty of other stuff there. Good. I'm glad Mal's on that. Production tab. Battle cruisers. You see, from this point, it's starting to snowball, right? He keeps with every really pick he gets. That's why I wouldn't produce off of this. Although there's something to be said about making something there so that he keeps his fleet there, immobile, and so that he thinks he's still getting ahead, which he is, but making sure that like maybe someone's feeding you or something or whatever, and so like you're building an actual fleet on the back here that he doesn't know about because he's not worried about it because he's thinking, oh, I'm just picking maybe tiny spots, which is that's something said about that. If it was intentional or not, that is definitely an option. Oh, and he just went and picked off the stealth corvettes. That is impressive. Well played. Slip space into orbit. All right, let's see it. So you did a bunch of scans. So you drop in the units. Check your production tab. Yes, he's making 4 at a time. It's right there over the HQ. Sorry if you're reading the chat or not, but he's asking, we need to find his fleet. It's right there. Oh, he got glassed? No, he didn't get glassed. He got dropped. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe now and then, if I'm in this situation, I might just hide production on another planet other than what you're used to. But that does cost money, so it's not always the best idea. Plus, if they have a good Oni, they'll find it pretty quick when they attack one of those 2 other planets. Hang on, pause. Let's take a look at this elites player. I'm trying to clean up this little hole here. Good, because the fleet's gone. That's well done reaction time there. Okay, let's come over here. Wow, the action in this one, when there is action, quite a lot of it. Oh. Okay, it made it. But he's gonna try to land on him. Oh, they're scanning him. Nowhere to hide it. Yeah, that's dead. Good though, dropping things like that. Almost made it out. Good play. Okay, let's jump over up here. Pause. Did he just take all the ships? I think he... No, they're still around. Still. Oh my goodness. Look at all those. Look at all the prowlers. This is a meme game. Whether to get memes out of it, I'm not quite sure. My brain's not functioning like that. I'm thinking about accounting right now. Business finance, really. I'm looking at finance. Hang on. Pause. Yep, I think so. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a little unorthodox. They've covered greatest hiding spot ever. So he's bringing his cruisers over. The elites could, if Hennig wasn't picking off the stealth corvettes, that's what I didn't think about that. He's picking off the stealth corvettes here, but he could take the planet in half right now with that. Well, that would be a series of mine. how it could have gone. I know there's so many what ifs there, but that'd be a cool idea to say, like, hey, let's play a game where someone from the community jumps in, and we replay it out. So this is how it could have done differently, so that players don't realize. Slot players give up and get really angry. It's saddening. Where's the fun of what's meant to be a fun thing? Let's look at the units tab here real quick. 7 AI cruisers to... Sorry, 7 heavy cruisers to... I can look at colors. 13. That's almost double. And I don't know how that matches up, because actually I don't know this matchup. Did he finally find it? Yeah, he did. The other thing is, Seawall, this game, and we all have off games, but he wasn't being held back by by Navy's interference. It was just he was going easy on the new guy. That's good. Oh, he managed to drop here. Oh, that's what I wanted to watch. Ah. Oh, that didn't turn out at all. I would have liked to seen these dropped on top of their hot drop, but he did a hot drop, which is great. I'm glad he did. I would just like to see him hot drop here, here, and here. Now that you started mixing scorpions, this many Kodiaks backed up by scorpions. I mean, you can glass it. That'll be great. But that's looking tough to crack. It's looking a tougher cookie. It's been 30 minutes of making Kodiaks. That's all this guy. Literally, all this guy's done is looked at his little box here in Harvest and made Kodiaks and now scorpions off of 4 factories. Which is optimal for production. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's funny. I wonder if swords would get in there. Probably not. I don't know. If only there was a slate here to glass. The other funny thing is, since he has this massive network, if you warp your fleet to any one planet, what do you got here? Why are you deploying here? Sorry, I keep thinking. Right now, I'm not talking a ton because, well, it's the break. It's just me and my one roommate right now, so I'm not doing a whole lot of communication, a lot of socializing. So I'm just kind of comfortable in my own head. But I don't know what else to tell you, except for that's what's this game's like. I'm looking at that. I'm thinking about that network. I think it's kind of funny that they have this massive Prowler heavy cruiser network set up around the entire planet. Is he? He is. No, he's not. He's thinking about it. Oh, and they had the ring to boot, which is great. Yeah. Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, taking up production. It's really important. I don't know about the order though. It's funny. They shouldn't. He had 690 income. That wouldn't be possible without Onyx. Onyx is a 5, which is not a number. They finally noticed. To be precise, 47. 47 to be precise. No. I think that's the best part about this one. Oh, the editing in Mac. Like a single cruiser would have a field day with that many Kodiaks, especially since they're set up. So, oh no, it did. Oh man, this is an hour game. Okay, let's just speed it up here a bit. This is an intense hour-long game. There was a lot going on to try to keep track of, I guess, in addition to understanding what's happening here. He's made a destroyer now. That's exciting. Alright, we have an attack here on the bottom side. Jono. I'm calling him Jono until I hear otherwise. Snipers for the brutes, scorpions for everything else. Or sorry, the hunters. And this is his first game. It's nice of Seawall to go easy on a new player like that. Even if Seawall had been trying his best, or if he was at any point, regardless, the principle stands that when there's a new player, just throw it. Give them a chance to practice and learn. As they get better, then they'll start dealing with better builds, and that's when you can start. Give them a pass the first 5 games or whatever. Or first game, whatever. Go easy on them. It's discouraging to get stomped, especially when you think, oh, this is a cool game. That's my experience with Lord of the Rings. Now, granted, I don't like Lord of the Rings maps anymore, but part of the reason why I didn't like it is just because you just get stomped by other players, and that's how it works. It's all about your hero units. Do they work, and do you lose them? But you have to use them. You can't just hide them, right? You have to use them to win fights. But it's about keeping them from getting picked, and it's very Warcraft 3, which is a little about getting those good picks. And I don't like it. I just wanted to sit there and macro a bunch, which is why I like this game. Multitasking, macro, that kind of thing. That's why I've spent 7-8 months playing this mod or this map. It's just because I like the game, how it works. It's about massing. There is micro, there is control involved. That doesn't matter. It gives you an edge. It's an important element, but it's also it's about the massing. You want harvest, Jono. Yeah. I would have liked to. Granted, that maybe wouldn't worked out. But just throw out some destroyers, pick off those prowlers, make it a sunk cost, make them have to pay for it. Granted, he didn't. SC doesn't even know that's going on. So he didn't know that's. We know that because we were watching the chat and the camera for both sides, but he didn't. Let's see him make some support. He's looking. There, he's got it. Cool. Let's jump over here to see what Seawall's up to. Try to make a comeback. Goodbye. What is... That's the index. Just taking a guess. That's where the index is. One good glassing would clean it up. Oh, it's being pinged. Great, it works. Oh, that's good. It bugged me that it didn't work once it was picked up, it felt like. Or maybe I just didn't notice. Let's see. 30 is not that many. Look, you're actually outnumbered on Spartans right now. You're by double. I wonder how he came to that conclusion. What his reasoning is. What his analysis is. Death by scans. Nice. It does bug me when players complain about units not being mirrored. They're like, oh, Coveted Sniper is whatever. It actually does have a slide, but it's like an almost, in it's so small that it doesn't make a difference. This we've decided. To be inconsequential, I should say. But my thoughts aren't clear. These are meant to be separate and unique races. Now we see that in like the Locust versus the Kodiak, right? Like these races are meant to be, and they're not meant to be equal. That's why the Covenant's supposed to be stronger in space than the UNSC. These aren't supposed to be balanced. Doesn't mean mirrored, and that's a principle you can learn in just normal StarCraft, right? The three very distinct races are balanced. You each got to learn how to use them. So like, you wouldn't. Well, I mean, so massing Zerglings is very different than. It actually there's quite a few Spartans there. Massing Zerglings isn't like Zealots. They're very different. They have very different roles. They're melee units, right? But you wouldn't be mixing Zerglings too often until late game army, wherein you're against something that, like you would with Zealots. It's been a while since I've played a North StarCraft game, so I actually don't know the counties right now. I've been playing this for 8 months. Okay, let's jump over here. See what's we've got. Yep, want to click those? Look at the unit tab. We have 8 support cruisers. I miss my Spartans. I got it. Okay, so that's just a cool game. I mean, again, this is something that I just do for fun. I don't expect this game. Apparently, this game is getting more popular, which is actually surprising. We're getting a lot of new players in, but not a lot of players are adapting to the game. Some are. A lot of them are just. And then we have a lot of players complaining about things in the not that worries. That's a little worrisome. A lot of players complaining about balance issues that they perceive as a balance issue. Sometimes a new, fresh eye sees things that no one else does, or has, or sees things in a different way, which is really important. But sometimes they haven't quite learned the list of what else there is in the game. They haven't quite learned the other factors, elements of the game. That there often are already counters. Even among the veterans, there are often counters that people just don't think of. Like the Marines, no one did that before I started it. It just wasn't a thing. No one thought about using Marines like that. The elites and the Spec Ops grunts, that was Seawall. I first remember seeing it from Seawall. I don't know if anyone else ever tried it before that. It must be okay. The mass nuking strategy with Seawall. Let's see how broken he is. Sorry, one thing I want to mention here, even if so you can hit someone else, even though they're, well, actually, I take it back, economically, the UNSC is way ahead. Look at the income tab. Yeah. that was good scans right there. So they're ahead by what, 600 to 800 right now per minute. That was actually. So they're ahead by 600 to 800 per minute right now. He has 30 AA rates. My goodness. That's probably why this game hasn't ended, because they haven't picked up the Navy yet. So they have the Ring. They have Harvest. They landed on Kodiak. Or not Kodiak. Yeah. They landed on San Helios. Well, they could just drive over units. He's looking at it. He's like, great. You know, like, that's his perspective. If you can glass it, man. Well, so much for San Helios. It's impressive to me that SCV even has a Navy. This game ends in the next 4 minutes. Must be when the Navy dies. Let's get the production tab. I would just drop. If I were the elites player, that's what I've taken as my specialty, even though I'm not perfect at it. But I would hot drop right onto those Kodiaks because they're undeployed. They are invulnerable, right? And even if they were deployed, it'd still be the best option because there's nothing but Kodiaks. So just drop some units on them, take them out, put them behind the 20,000 minerals that they've spent on those, and then go take a planet. You know. Now you probably lose them all right afterwards to a bunch of Spartans, and then the Spartans will be veterans and they'll be great, but. Oof. Could you imagine if we opened this lobby up in I don't know, a year or whenever afterwards, and someone's like, I have 10,000 games into this. You're like, what? Or something. Even the most anyone has is close to 1,000 probably by now. I don't know where Orion's sitting. Maybe 800. I think he's playing more games now that he has banks just to kind of boost his bank file. I don't know. All right, got another 4 minutes here. Yeah, if we could just get a hot drop off, I would love to see that. Let's look at the different units tab, production tab. So it's not making anything. Oof, all those Spartans. What is going on? Not sure what is going on with his camera there, but he's taking a wiggle out there. It's amazing to see that many Spartans in one place. Not a lot of things can take that many Spartans. Except for like a good glassing. Don't go for the Spartans. Don't go for the Spartans. You're going for the Spartans, aren't you? Go for the Kodiaks. That's the easy pick. While the Spartans are distracted. So this is probably going to end with the Spartan dropping the HQ because it's going to become vulnerable here in a couple seconds. Well. I am glad this one has been being cast because there are a lot of funny moments here. Noteworthy events beyond the norm. Are you going to go for it? Let's look at the units tab. So we have... Why are there two different ones? 21 AI heavy cruisers versus 16 heavy cruisers. I give the advantage to SCV. Oh, 117. Yeah, that's just gonna... So, SCV wasn't actually that wrecked. We never got to see that fight. It just ends with an HQ snipe. Huh. I wonder why he says nice to him, not me. I came up with that move. I mean, anyone could come up with that move, but I was the one who... That's my move, I feel like. Anyways, that was that game there for everyone. Let's jump back to see if there are any points worth grabbing. Oh, clever. So you dropped this one to make it vulnerable without having going to another planet because you realized you're so close. Great, because you only need one more help. That's very good. Just jumped him. Still, that's something we could... So actually, speaking of, we should definitely replay this sometime. I'll put a call out for anyone to see how that ends. I don't know. That's how that ends. Anyways. Ooh. My brain is not working today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, just let me know. If there's something you want to see, try to explain or look into, let me know. I do this for a hobby, so it'd be kind of worthwhile. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.